What did you say, Letty? What's up, guys?
Yes, how's it going, bro?
Cruising. How are you boys?
Yeah, good, good. Saying you get a
Sorry,
couple hits this morning.
bro. It was nuts, dude. I've never gotten that barrel in California. Letty got me into like at least a dozen fun little pits.
Were you on the ski?
Yeah, just stepped him off.
Doesn't hurt or anything? Are you like past that point now where you can start doing some normal shit?
Nah, I'm past it. I'm close to coming back. I got on the ski maybe 2 months ago as well, and yeah, it's dude, I'm fucking close to be honest. But
He could probably like start riding like a soft top or a longboard or something, but he wants to like build that strength back up before he fucks it.
yeah, I reckon another month or so, and then I'll be on like a big board for a while, and then hop on. I'm not rushing. Fuck, tell you that much.
Yeah, that's the scariest, like, kind of part of that process. I reckon you start getting on a board, you're like, fuck yeah, it feels sick. And then you start surfing a bit harder and pushing a bit more. And then life just slaps you back in the face.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna cruise and have all December just like surfing on a big board, and even January, and then cruise back. You know what?
Yeah. What,
Chilling.
how many months now is it since you did it?
I tore it. We were in
June?
Yeah, we were in the Mans, and I tore it. Yeah, like the 16th of June or something. 16th of June, yeah, and then got surgery on the 18th.
It's crazy.
It's
Months
been
ago.
21 weeks, I think, or 22 weeks this week.
Solid. What was it like going from Indo back? Like, it's fucking hard on it with both your legs normal.
Yeah, hard. Where were we? At like what zone were we?
We were in Kandui area.
Yeah, Kandui zone, and then our boat kept breaking, so it like tearing my hamstring off coincided with a speedboat dropping a part off for the engine, and like a chank speedboat, like three 350s on it kind of thing.
Nice speedboat.
And so Wado was just like, dude, I knew I'd done it, and then and he's like, let's just get you on this speedy and get you back to Padang and fly home. So we dude, I tore it and was in Padang that night, thank God. And
How did you
then
do it?
we had a blowout of a trip, and it was fucked. And then we kind of got hideaways that left, and we just had good air wind, and we hadn't had any waves really, like a few waves, but and we had mega ramps, and so just Zeke did like a crazy big backhand straighty, and then I got a couple ramps, and I felt like we were just pushing each other.
Letty was going huge. Big backside four outs to the flats. Like actually a couple of them like landing on like a barreling left. That was like pretty good size. It was pretty gnarly. There was probably 5 attempts that were like hairball.
It was scary. And then just like was coming real close, and then landed one and just fell through the lip, and then the lip like pushed my back down, and I just folded like a lawn chair, and then that just ripped straight off.
Did you feel a rip as well? Was it like a proper rip?
Yeah, full. I felt it pop, and then my whole leg just got like pins and needles. I've never experienced anything like it. It was pretty wild.
Like they was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I was full like shock, shaking, fucking crying. Wild.
I reckon we just go straight into it because that's a pretty good start. Thanks for coming on, lads.
No worries.
Thanks for having us, boys.
Yeah, the boys.
It's actually, just for a bit of context for listeners as well, like we teed this thing up within about 3 or 4 hours. Like we kind of semi-discussed it yesterday, but from like pull and go today, we're here. So again, yeah, stoked you're here. And Zeke, we'll run into you because you've been seemingly living in Indo for forever. Like you're getting the best waves over there. What's made you come to Australia?
Dude, yeah, it's been a good run in Indo, dude. It's been a hell of a run, dude. Some may say the run of a lifetime, boys. But pretty much wanted to come catch up with these boys. I've been talking to Letty and Wade the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to get like Wade and Ollie and the rest of the team back out to Indo to stack more clips. And then we just signed a new athlete on Rusty, Shane Borland, which is going to be like announced soon. And so I've been stacking clips with Shane out there. And Shane was just on the Goldie, got to see all the boys. And I pretty much was like, I'm going back to America in a couple weeks, and I might not see my best friends like Wade and Letty for like 4 more months. I wanted to fly to the Goldie and just come hang with them, maybe surf, like, and then maybe get some boards from Lee Stacy, who's shaping for Rusty. So I called Letty and saw a cheap flight from Indo, and I just booked it to come hang with the boys. And I didn't even expect to get waves, and flew out here yesterday. Yeah, like on a red eye, landed yesterday morning. Letty picked me up and hung down at Rainbow Bay with his girlfriend and some of her hot friends. And I was like, dude, the Goldie's the good life, bro. This is living. And then this morning he got me into like perfect, like head high overhead barrels. And I was tripping. So I don't know. It ends up working out when you just want to go hang with your good friends and like your family. So I was stoked. It's been fun. And kind of been doing the same thing in Indo. And my filmer and editor needed time to sit put and edit and catch up. So I was like, all right, I want to go catch up with the crew in Oz and hang with the boys, dude. I don't know. The Rusty team's like more than just like a company. It's kind of like a big family. So I was like genuinely missing like Wade and Letty, and I hadn't met Wade's 1-year-old kid, Skipjack, yet. So I was like, dude, I got to come meet him, bro. I got to come to Oz. I want to meet Wade's kids. So it was pretty cool. We had a good dinner last night. Wade cooked up for me and Letty and the girls, and it was rad.
Yeah, you booked Zeke. You're always like, I'm gonna come hang, and I was like, yeah, all right. And then he just booked and literally came to hang for 2. Like, I leave tomorrow for Sydney. He just came, hung for 2 days, trip. Meet Skip, and and then go back to Bali.
Fuck yeah! Well, when you leave, it's probably going to go back to what it's been like for the last 4 weeks. Just absolute dog shit.
I guess, huh? Everyone said the Goldie's been shit waves. I lucked into a couple fun waves. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I've got in the notes here, why the fuck did Zeke leave pumping waves to come to Australia? I was like, sure.
Little do they know. Fucking step off stand tools this morning.
Yeah, we're going to have to send you a preview of the fucking clips we got this morning. It was psycho.
Yeah, we'll have to whack it in here for our viewers. But we haven't really met previously. This is our first kind of encounter, but we crossed paths down at Stab High in Sydney. We saw you at the after party, but what did you think about the after party? You've probably gone to a couple high-end parties. That's pretty new for us, but what's your thoughts on that one?
Dude,
you like that palace?
Yeah, that mansion was crazy, dude. I've been to some big parties, like, I don't know, in my hometown of San Diego, there's some mansions. There's some like rich kids that throw parties at their parents' house when they're away, but that one had to have had them all beat, dude. It was like an elevator took you down from like the garage into the party, and then there was like a stage with like a rave, and then an elevator took you further down, and there was like a whole nother pool area with like other bars and like fancy rooms, and then like there was like a rave room that was like a disco club, and then a bunch of other like secret rooms that people were going into. I don't even know what was going on, but like,
how many Red Bulls did you have?
I had so many Red Bulls, dude. I actually at the end of the night like was having like an anxiety attack from like all the Monsters and Red Bulls I drank at the contest that day, and I just never got a chance to like rest. And then I just like, me and Keegan Palmer were just like, we're hanging with these girls, like, let's get out of here, let's go home like early at like 1 or 2. And my filmer is from America, and he stayed with like the Rusty crew, Jasper and Josh and the boys, and they were raging so hard. And like, I had a couple videos I was showing the boys the next morning, and I was showing all the boys in Bali, and they're like, they didn't even understand that the house was that big, and it was on the water in Sydney, overlooking like the Opera House and like the bridge, and it was like the craziest setup, dude. Like, I know the kid whose house it is, and like have a bunch of mutual friends who have partied there, but I'm still baffled. Like, just the whole event, Stab High was crazy. The after party was crazy. My filmer ended up not even coming home. He like slept in a bush that night after the after party, and we found him at like 10 a.m. the next morning when me and Keegan were gonna go skate. And like, just the whole weekend was crazy, dude. Stab High was like, yeah, an event that'll go down in the history books for me, like special. Like, it was like a pretty cool experience. I had never had that much fun at a surf contest, and never like done that good in an event around like all my heroes. Like, it was crazy, dude.
I can't believe they got that house for the after party.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was nuts.
What were you, Letty? What were you doing?
Fucking sitting at home. I had my best,
wedding.
I had one of my best mates' weddings in Sydney. But Yeah, who did I hear from? Ethan or Bertie that they were having the party there, and I've partied there like when I was a Grom with Holly and Fraz, and I was like, how the fuck did they pull off a party? Like, iconic little house that we go like.
But it was like a legit party. Like, don't you guys think there was like
I know.
security, like tons of like bars and like booze stands and like I don't know, it was crazy.
So it was proper. They had like
mentally, I'm still there. I'm not the same.
Party bus going from Stab High straight to there. People were hammered drunk at Stab High. Like went from like 2 or 3 p.m. at Stab High to the party and partied all night.
And those drinks were strong at Stab High. They were handing out the big percenters there, so it wasn't hard. But yeah, no, that was definitely one for the age. Me and Zach never really been involved in anything like that, so for us to just see it was pretty eye opening. But yeah, we'll get into more of you guys. So Zeke, like, where are you from, and how did surfing start for you?
I'm from San Diego, California, and I started surfing when I was like 6, 7 years old, just because I lived close to the beach, and my like uncle surfed, and they lived close to the beach, and all the older kids in the community surfed, and it kind of just like when I was doing a bunch of sports, surfing, skateboarding, riding dirt bikes, playing soccer, lacrosse, basketball. When I was like 12 or 13 or something, I had just kind of dove into surfing more because all my friends in middle school were doing it. And my dad passed away when I was little, so I feel like there was always trouble on the home front. And my mom was never around, and that community of like kids at the beach kind of like took me in. And I ended up just hanging at the beach like all day, every day at the summer from age 12 to like maybe even 11 to like 15, and hanging at the Rusty surf shop. Rusty Preisendorfer, the founder of Rusty and the shaper of Rusty Surfboards, lived a block away from me. He'd always give me boards and take care of me. And it was crazy. It was like a little community that took care of me. And then I was just like seeing all the cool pros coming through the surf shop, and all the older guys were like dating my like older cousins that were like sisters to me that took care of me. And I kind of just at a young age was like, fuck, I want to be a pro surfer. Like it looks like the dream. And to be honest, didn't really have much success until I was like 17 or 18. And then I feel like I was just really driven and ambitious, and like kind of did well in contests and put out a couple clips and had a little bit of success. And then unfortunately with a little bit of success came like false ego and false pride. And I got into trouble, and I ended up partying too hard and went to jail, got like locked up in America, and then getting put in jail and seeing all my friends succeed in their surf careers and like being in a jail cell for months kind of like drove me crazy, made me want to like come out, like work harder, work stronger, like get sober and get my life back on track. And I feel like that was where my like surf career actually took off. I didn't really start making it living or like taking it serious until I was like 21 or 22 when I got out of jail and I got sober. And it's crazy to see like, yeah, how far I've came from that like teenage years of just being a rambunctious teen, just hanging at the beach, surfing, just doing what I love, to like now I get to travel the world and like work with brands that I'm really inspired by, and get to stay at like pretty cool places for free just because I have a following or whatever it is. It's like, dude, it's crazy to me, bro. We were just talking about last night, like getting to stay at Uluwatu surf villas and like all these luxurious places. Like, dude, I'm some punk degenerate kid. I don't belong in places like that, dude. I don't deserve this life, but I'm certainly grateful for every moment of it. It's pretty cool, dude. I'm blessed. I live like a life out of my wildest dreams now, and get to travel with a crew of like legends. And Letty, it surfs so good, dude, and like pushed my level of surfing, and I look up to him. Just last night we were talking about Wade won Haleiwa 2015 Haleiwa Triple Crown event, and like won Rookie of the Year on the WSL Tour in 2018. Like all these things that I like refreshed my memory of. It's like, dude, Wade's a fucking legend, bro. Like not many people achieve what he's achieved, and he's so humble and like takes us around and like, I don't know, kind of mentors me and Letty. He's like a big brother, and like set us up with a spot to go to this morning and told us to get on it early, and just like, I don't know, if you listen to Wade, you will score. And we've scored around the globe with him the last couple years. So it's pretty cool. I'm grateful for this crew and this team. And yeah, dude, life is good.
Mate, and like, it's a real inspiration, your story as well. It's one of the great turnarounds.
Thanks,
you,
bro.
you sort of touched on a bit of your competitive success. You actually won an SSA national title. Talk us through that. What was the go there?
Crazy. I had gotten out of jail early in my first incarceration, and I was on house arrest in a sober living home, like a rehab. And I hadn't surfed for like almost a year, definitely like close to like 9 months. And I had a court mandated ankle bracelet on, and my school and my rehab and Rusty Preisendorfer had to sign a piece of paper saying that surfing was my work, and then I needed to go in the water and surf for like a collegiate event. So I think I got to compete like one event before, maybe two events before nationals, and I got to go to like surf team practice. And I wrapped this court mandated ankle bracelet in this rubber boot, and then like sucked the air out of it and duct taped it so tight to my leg, where I think I could only surf for like 30 or 45 minutes before I lost like all the blood flow to my leg. And I put a trash bag around it too.
Right.
And if this ankle bracelet got wet, it'd be like a violation and I go back to jail. So I had to be super on it with that. And I did these couple events and was like kind of surfing all right. And then nationals came around, and it was just at Salt Creek, and it was just the most rippable, puntable wave ever. And I had a huge crew of my homies with me, and like even some of the kids from the rehab, like chain smoking cigarettes on the beach, like sober crew. And I had this ankle bracelet on in this spring suit. And I'm just getting a couple like high nines in the early rounds. I think I even got a 10 for like a big backside full row, and was competing against kind of like gnarly guys and a lot of like clean cut collegiate surfers that were like competing like, and also doing well in colleges, like competing at high level universities. And ended up going all the way to finals and winning the damn thing, getting carried up the beach with an ankle bracelet on. My boys were like all tatted up, like these like kind of punk kids. And I'm getting carried up the beach. There's a bunch of parents and kids around at like a National Scholastic Surfing Association event. And I have like this big bulky ankle bracelet on my ankle, dude. I have like photos of it. It was crazy, dude. And then, I ended up giving like a heartfelt speech and said how grateful I was and stoked to be back in the water. But at the time, people were tripping, dude. I don't think anybody even knew. They kind of just judged me, and it was crazy. It was a crazy little comeback story because I definitely like was out of the water and nobody was hearing anything of me for like a year and a half, 2 years before that.
Do you reckon it almost was like an intimidation factor as well? Do you think it worked in your favor having the bracelet on? You reckon?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, I think me and my crew were definitely like making some noise at that event. Like the boys were smoking cigarettes. We had like a football and like a skate, and we were like kind of like skating in the parking lot, and, like throwing the football around on the beach, and like definitely messing with some people. I think like I want to say Mikey Ciaramella from like Stab Magazine was like coaching the UCSD team, and there was like a lot of like other clean cut individuals. Like it was pretty nuts. Like coaches of teams and parents, and like they had their little like picnics and like clipboards and like super like professional event. So I definitely think we kind of ransacked that thing and intimidated people a little bit and just had this like weird factor that people can wrap their head around.
Letty, I think that's maybe why me and you didn't win an Aussie title. We had no ankle fucking bracelets.
Our
we had
blood
it all
was
wrong,
actually flowing. Yeah, our blood was actually flowing to our foot.
Bro,
a bit of a different upbringing, on the East Coast versus the...
Should try it. Go skinhead, put tats all over your head and shit, tats all over your body, and an ankle bracelet on.
Skinhead or balding?
Balding or skinhead, either way, it works. All my homies I was with were pretty tatted up. Intimidation factor was real.
So, Letty, like me and you obviously go a fair way back. But for crew who might not know, what about you? Any ankle bracelets kicking around? What about you? You had the more traditional route, right?
Hey, we got a QS champ right here, dude. This guy, speaking of WSL events, bro, I've never even gotten close to winning a WSL event. Never even made a final. But
I just went to the furthest place of a QS to win.
Where did you win again?
England.
England. Didn't you win another one? England and Japan, bro. What? That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
You win Boardmasters, Letty?
Yeah, Boardmasters, and then watched Jamiroquai.
No way.
It was actually great. I remember all the boys say, or like the older lads saying how big that event used to be. And winning that was cool. Jamiroquai after. Fuck, huge festival in London.
That's
or England,
nuts.
not London. Yeah, different upbringing, but just surfing in Sydney, northern beaches, and then working in a cafe at North Ave, and then slowly went into the surf shop and worked there, and just got sponsored through Rusty through that, through Ado, who shaped Rusty at the time, and then I feel like during COVID, I guess before COVID, started competing, and then kind of got a few results in the smaller events, and then just got into the big leagues, and I was a little string bean. Just got knocked every heat and kind of started hating it, and then just started working with Guy Willamette and taking photos and pretty much just like, I don't know, just
filming,
just throwing as much shit into Rusty's face as we could. And I feel like that kind of got me to where I am now with Rusty, and like obviously they're the bread giver for me. I remember Bosco telling me what like Craig Anderson did, of like they just send him boardies and Craig would shoot with Bosk, and Bosk would just send quickie boardies, and like they worked really hard. And I remember always having that in the back of my head of like Guy, you know, just shooting as much as I could with Guy and doing some different stuff. And then that kind of got me to finally like getting a contract and then surfing full time, I guess. And then I
feel like you did a good job of getting clips while you were like also competing.
Yeah, definitely made some stuff with like Ion at the time, who sponsored me wetsuits and stuff like that. But yeah, a bit of a different story. No ankle bracelet, lads.
No ankle bracelet. But there was a few shirtless t-shirts pics getting around. I remember you done a bit of modeling back in the day, and still do, eh?
For
yeah,
sure.
A bit of modeling. Definitely
thirst trapper.
Gave it a shot. Gave it a shot, and then got dropped by the agency because I would say no because I'd go surfing. So that was.
Oh yeah, you were modeling up.
Yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity, maybe.
What gigs did you get? Anything cool?
Just heaps of ecom, which I already did for Rusty, so I was off it.
You didn't get any other like big designer shit? I thought you did.
Nah, I got some fun jobs, but that was short lived. Some basic stuff.
Surfing's better anyway, right?
Hey,
I said you'd rather be surfing anyway, right?
Yeah, I think that's But then it's that hindsight thing. I was like, maybe should have like gave it a better run. But
there's a lot of tall, pretty boys out there, but how many of them can do what Letty does on a surfboard? Not many, you know?
Absolutely.
How many of them are fun to hang around? Maybe like Tane Bowden, Mackenzie Bowden, a couple of those crew, but Evan Mock on a skateboard, but that's about it.
Zeke, I'll throw back to you here. Your hometown in the States is pretty well known for heavy localism. Any stories from there growing up in regards to the locals? Did you have any run-ins?
For sure. When I was a Grom, like I grew up in like the Wind and Sea community in the La Jolla Reefs. And I was like kind of like not fully accepted by the crew when I was younger and had to like really work for it. And dude, they were always beating people up, always kicking people out of surf spots, always telling people they can't film the secret spots. And then when I was like finally like 15, 16, 17, I was like in with the crew just from putting in my time for so many years. And my best friends like Skip and Jake Halstead and Lucas Dursky, like they were the next generation that was like carrying the holding down the throne, like the passing of the torch. And there were so many heavy hitters above us, like Jojo Roper, Derek Dunphy, Ian Rotkins, dude, like so many legends. Saxon Boucher, who was in like Taylor Steele movies, Peter King, who is like a big name filmer now on the North Shore, and so many other legends that like made a professional surfing career and then would like come to the La Jolla and like still regulate and kick people out of the water and be an asshole. Or not an asshole, but like they would hold down the zones because it was like a small reef break that's super dangerous if there's like beginners trying to back paddle or sit on the slab and burn people or chandelier, whatever it would be. So yeah, there was like a heavy element of localism where I grew up. And
is this question coming from the Instagram of like, because we've all seen Zeke getting crazy blow ups on Instagram?
Oh, for sure. I got a temper. I got into so many, dude, like fighting was just a part of my culture growing up. Like I got beat up all the time. I got Grom abuse. I'd get kicked out of the water. I got dunked for literally just paddling too deep in the lineup. I got my wetsuit ripped off me in the middle of the winter by one of my older like homies, ripped off me, brand new wetsuit, completely ripped in half in the winter, and then dunked in the freezing cold water because I had like posted an Instagram of a secret spot. I was like 16 years old, dude. And the older boys were like fucking gnarly, dude. And got into a bunch of dumb fights just because I was a troubled teen. Like, I don't know, my dad wasn't around, my mom wasn't around. Like, I was just angry. And that was the only way to like express my emotions. I didn't know how to like let out my emotions any other way. So that was kind of just the way the elders did it. And it was crazy. Then like fast forward a couple years, I feel like I wasn't afraid to get my ass kicked because I had like been in so many fights and like going to jail. I'd get beat up like every day by dudes way bigger than me. And then like I'd go to other places around the world and there'd be like other surf localism. And I was just kind of like, whatever, dude. I missed out on years of surfing and waves because I was like in jail and rehab. I'll burn this guy and take the beating. It's worth it. Like the barrel is worth the beating. Or like the trick I want to do is worth the beating. I would like burn people and then just take the beating. Like, all right, hit me. I deserve it. And I think there was a couple instances where I like legit took punches and the clip went so viral. I was like, I'd probably rather be on that side because I've already been to jail and I don't want to go back to jail. I'll just like get my ass kicked and get a bunch of views and get exposure and then have a surf career and like let people laugh at me because I could not like care. I do not give a fuck what people think. And it ended up now being this thing where everybody around the world just knows me as the guy who either got beat up or like is controversial or did a finger flip. And more often than not, like the surfer in the lineup has seen a video of me getting like punched or beat up and people just like, dude, it's ridiculous. I have to deal with so much bullshit now in lineups. It's crazy.
Yeah. Finley, we've done it all wrong. We're trying to build a podcast and we just need to go get punched out.
Literally, bro.
Just say some rogue shit. Let it go big.
I've learned you could make the best surf movie of all time, dude. But unless there's like some crazy clickbaity thumbnail or title or someone getting beat up in it, no one's gonna watch it these days, dude.
Say you did the first surf podcast. Do that.
Yeah, look at Sterling Spencer, bro. He says the #1 surf podcast. Like, what stat is showing that he's #1? He just fucking throws that in there. Like, everyone's doing that.
No one's fact checking him. He's probably not far off the mark, really. Yeah, but it's such a cool approach that you take, though. Like the I don't give a fuck attitude. You know, like it's sick. And it was actually funny because myself and Zach heading down to Stab High, you were actually our sort of. You're our most excitable thing to see down there. We were like, we'd obviously seen you on Instagram and stuff and on YouTube. And we're like, I actually just want to see what this guy's like in real life. And we were pleasantly surprised. I'll have you know, like we got down there and we were pretty frothing on how you went about things and just seeing you in the pool. You had time for everyone. Like you're running up and down the wall, like giving everyone high fives and stuff. And some crew like wouldn't talk, you know. And it was cool to see.
Yeah, that event was crazy. There was a lot of people there. Like they said something like 1,800 people or more like at finals day. It was so hectic, but pretty cool, right? To see like surf fans like engaging with the pros like that are competing. And yeah, it was crazy. I think I was going kind of rogue on the mic and like talking shit about like Quicksilver boardies or something, or Quicksilver being a conglomerate on the mic and Rusty's independently owned and like cooperative values and shit. I can't even remember what I was saying. I was saying I like the long rusty boardies and they were saying, you need some shorter Quicksilver boardies. But it was cool and it was fun. And honestly, yeah, just the surfers that I grew up looking up to and like even the skaters and like motocross athletes, they just have personality and they're not afraid to like speak their mind or like say dumb shit that just comes to their mind, even if there's like backlash. And that's kind of how I am. I just speak like a lot of bullshit. Like maybe like 10% of the shit I say is actually going to be funny, but the other 90% is just like a bunch of like word vomit. And sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, but I kind of just have a lot of energy and I just throw it out there. And that event was special because I don't know, like Taj Burrow gave me props to my face, and like he's one of the all-time greats, a hero of mine. And to beat like guys like Julian and Yago, some of my favorite surfers, was crazy. And a lot of other guys in the draw were amazing, dude. Like those guys are so good, bro. There were so many insane airs landed. Like that had to have been like the sickest contest in as far as progression goes in surfing in like the last 10 years or something. Like everyone was doing nuts tricks, and even a lot of like no-name underground kids were like doing huge punts. Harley Walters was like blowing my mind. He's psycho, and Rasta Rob was crazy as far as the Americans go. Joel Vaughn just blew up, and then Yago's insane. Like Yago's so good. Like it was pretty crazy. I was kind of like trying to start drama with Yago because I heard his interviews and he was just like so quiet, and like they were like, "Yeah, Yago, are you stoked to be here? What do you think of the wave pool? Like this is nuts, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's fun. Couple sick ramps." And I was just like, "What, dude?" He's like my favorite surfer and the world champ. Like bring a little more excitement. So I was kind of like trying to start drama, and Yago was just too quiet and too cool. He's just too nice of a guy, so he didn't even care. But like Joel Vaughn was like picking up what I was throwing down, and he was talking shit back, and we were like, we're bringing like good vibes and like having a good time. And I love Joel Vaughn. I think he's so rad and fucking rich. So congrats to Vaughnie, because Joel Vaughn killed it, and he had a damn good time doing it. We partied together at the after party, and I love that kid. It was a good time. That was a sick event.
But it is your character. Like if we're walking 100 meters, like it'll take 20 fucking minutes because Zeke literally says hi to every person that looks up. Like it's absolutely insane. Like yesterday we went to sushi. I parked a few meters away, and I fucking got in my car, drove to him, and sat there for like 10 minutes because he was talking to someone. He was talking to a chick, and then he was talking to a bloke.
Oh yeah. I said something to some chick. She said, "Come to Kira Surf Shop. I'll give you a discount." I was like, "All right, then I'm leaving." Then the owner of like the commune was right there, and I talking to the owner of the commune Bali and catching up, and this other Brazilian guy who trains all these pros. It was just nonstop people that we were talking to, and then I talked to strangers too. I don't know,
it's just a tree of roots of networking that somehow you just fucking talk to every single person.
Interested in
the
people.
surf, you just like, what's up?
Oh yeah, I stitched up Letty this morning. There was some guy paddling in the lineup, and he just seemed cool. He was like giving us props on waves and like giving us insight how the waves are the last couple of days. I was like, yeah. He's like, he said he didn't get any, so I was like, fuck, you want to get one? I was like, Letty, step him off into one. And this guy's crawling up the sled, and I'm jumping off, and I didn't even ask Letty. I was like, Letty, step him off into one. Step off this random older guy. Letty already didn't want to be there driving me around for 3 hours on the ski, and I just stitched him up to step off some random guy.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, that is a good kid, dude.
It's your personality of like you got time for everyone, you know. It's a good trait.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in people. Like if someone's got a cool shirt on, or someone's like whatever it may be. I mean,
you hear that? If someone's got a cool shirt on, like
yeah, I'll be like, "Where'd you get that shirt?"
And that's not talking shit. Like he genuinely says cool shirt or cool pants, and then it fucking lock in for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Letty and Wade are pretty over me because it takes me like an hour to do anything. We get stitched up at the grocery store, but
need like one of those barking leashes that pulls and it digs in.
Yeah,
legit.
Amazing, lads. Well, you're both super involved with Rusty, the brand. So they look after both of you guys. What's the relationship like there? Like Zeke, you described it earlier as like a family. Is that basically the vibe of it all?
Yeah, I mean it's complicated because I've been a part of like Rusty since I was like really little. And the surfboards entity is owned by Rusty Preisendorfer in America. And then the clothing entity is owned by Jeff Backshaw here in Oz. And so like they work together, and like we've all been like a family. So like that part of it's complicated, but like I've just been riding Rusty since I was 12 and been sponsored by them, like getting hooked up since I was a kid. So I see it as like a legacy brand, and like I'll be a part of the family forever. But then when Rusty Apparel started doing good and good again, because there was a period where it wasn't flourishing, and now they've capitalized and made amazing clothes and like have a little more money to like do surf trips and give marketing budget out for us. I feel like the team was able to like connect more and put out more projects. And then like before COVID and right around COVID, like me, Letty, Wade, and Ollie and the boys got to just do insane trips and like create these memories together and like this friendship and this bond. And now it's like, dude, it's so much more than a family, dude. Like we all look after each other and have each other's back. Like I've legit got like beat up and like West Oz and Wada got my back and like pulled these guys off me. And like, I don't know, like we're a family and the brand is doing really well and making cool clothes, making cool boards, like making boards for us to go compete on the highest level with. And I don't know, it just feels it feels cool. Everything's coming full circle like the brand was in like the 90s and early 2000s.
I think it just went through like a weird phase, and then Luke, who's the global marketing manager and he's the team manager, he kind of comes from a street skate background, and I think at that time when he came in, like Kersey and Noah left and the company was in heaps of debt. And then now it's kind of more built off, like obviously it's not a Quicksilver or Billabong team.
Yeah.
But we've kind of brought, it's like a Supreme and a Carhartt, you know, it's like we've got smaller guys, but we're all always hanging together and surfing together. And I think that's like kind of what I've worked really closely with Luke. And I think that's just like what we've tried to do is like, if we're bringing someone on like Shane Borland, it's like we all want to get along and work together.
It's pretty sick. It was like the team had to approve of like a new athlete getting brought on because it's like it is a family.
Yeah.
And yeah, Luke is kind of the glue that like brought it all together more recently and has helped like with all of these projects. It's pretty sick.
It's been like a long slog. Like 2 years, I've been a part of the brand when it was going through that weird time. So it's like nice to see like doing all things that like slowly work, like pop-ups and collaborations and this and that didn't seem big at the time, but then they all kind of like stack on top of each other and you kind of get that momentum. So it's definitely nice to like, and we had that room to make a movie that we put out last year. Wait, was that last year?
Yeah, last year.
Put out last year, and like I think
the Rusty Revival movie was like the first full-length film in over 10 years that Rusty has done, and Rusty had done like dozens of full-length films prior to that with their like iconic team, like the Hobgood brothers, Chris Ward, Josh Kerr, Jamie O'Brien, Jay Davies, Noah Dean, like so many legends even in the 90s, like Mike Parsons, Todd Chesser, Aki. So it was cool to like do another full-length film and tour it around the world. And kind of like what Letty said, the whole crew was bringing like fun pop-ups and like golf tournaments and like sponsoring the Margaret River Pro and like all these cool events. Like we all have just had so much time to hang and be a part of the brand, like help grow it and help do all these cool fun events that we love doing.
It's fun. Like it's cool. Like you go to a pub and like I'm not like Zeke's fucking famous, but like you go to a pub and like you're just like surfing and people like old boys are just like, fuck, they froth on the movie or like froth on what Rusty's doing. And like,
that was sick.
Obviously it's just like a smaller company. So it's nice to like, it's not like an A-grade team, but it's cool that it's recognized as like, I don't know, we're all fucking so different. Like we surf so different.
Yeah.
Like you, me, and Wado and Ollie, and it's like
Zoe
it's just funny how it somehow works, I guess. So it's cool that like I don't know, people have kind of liked it, something different, and
people are frothing, dude. It's crazy. Like when we were traveling through West Oz and Indos, like people were so stoked on Rusty's gear. Never seen so many people wearing Rusty clothes on the streets. And stoked in the movie. Yeah, like kind of what Letty said, old boys were fired up.
I think it's just at a smaller scale, you know, so it's cool that it's like it's been cool.
Yeah, because Rusty is still independently owned. So it's like crazy when we're a part of like, I don't know, us. We all talk, like we're in a group chat, the whole team, and we talk to the guys that are running the marketing and the Instagram and the social media and the designers. And so it's pretty cool to see its success and then hear like in the streets that people are loving it because we've been a part of the journey.
And at a time they definitely didn't, you know, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like to get on the team though, right, you need to have a a Prado and then whack another 40 grand in accessories onto it.
You like that? You like?
Yeah,
No,
just fucking mic dropper and just buying these sick cars and they just roll out of the showroom looking like fucking nothing else.
Correction: if you get on the team,
you get a Prado.
Rusty will connect you with the brand that'll deck out your truck.
Yeah, shout out TWD, dude.
TWD hooked the boys up, dude. We even got a car to drive when we were in Margs. Like, dude.
And so many people hitting him up now, which is sick. But he's like, oh, who's this? Like, is this a cool person? It's like, it's good. It's momentum for them. Fucking cool.
It's all about like partnerships with other brands. Like, that's what's cool, that Rusty as an independent brand gets to work with like other companies.
Dude, that's literally from like, I think Luke was doing something with them from someone who worked there, and then it's all just like timing. They were just like, oh, we kind of want some different content of beach, and he's like the Rusty's team's coming, and then that evolved into like buying a Prado and then chanking it out and then giving them, you know, content back. It's crazy. TWD, man.
Pretty sick. They took care of the boys.
The thing's been a bit of a pavement princess, so I'm ready to get it filthy. It's just driving around Casuarina to and from the gym.
From the school pickup zone.
Watched the ski with it this morning. That was kind of nice.
True.
You both built a strong following outside of traditional comp surfing. How do you feel about the current WSL model? Do you think it's working? Do you think there's anything they can do better? Like, how does it sit with you guys?
I have good friends that compete on the world tour. Like Jake Marshall is one of my childhood best friends. And to hear that he's making a good living, like off decent results, like they have good prize money. They're taking care of their athletes.
Dude, what you guys put out, the stats of the prize money that they made, I was like, are you kidding me?
Crazy.
So like,
and then they're getting
looked after.
And then those athletes are getting paid by their sponsors as well. And the WSL helps athletes with their brand deals. So I back the WSL. Like, they're just trying to help out surfers in the surf world. And like the guy who owns it or whatever is just a fan of surfing. So it's sick. But I do think, having gone to so many WSL CT events, it's boring. The like CT surfers are just a little boring, and like there needs to be like a little more excitement or like a little more drama. And like, even if it is a little cringe, like at least it's something to like laugh about. But
like what?
I don't know. I just remember like being at Margaret River like 2 years ago and seeing like Griffin Colapinto like meditating, and then like going into the athlete area last year with Jake Marshall, and I'm filming like vlog stuff with Jake and the Colapintos and Hauschman, and like then it was fun. We were hanging, doing ice baths and stuff, and the other athletes were cool. But then I was like, what? Like, everyone's on their own program and everyone like eats dinner by themselves and no one hangs out, and it's not like a camaraderie like it is at Stab Eye. And I was like, that's weird. I would want to hang out with everybody. And like the California kids were the only ones really hanging together. Maybe the Aussie crew was hanging a little bit, but no, I feel like Jack Robbo and Ethan were doing their own thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool if the WSL could get creative. Like, you look at the UFC, they bring in like every big name, like YouTuber, influencer, have them backstage, have them like front row, have them hanging out, filming shit, like doing interviews on like the UFC live, bringing celebrities to the event. Like, it'd be cool to have that at like every CT event.
I think it's just a constant like issue of like surfing has lulls and it's slow, and like UFC is sitting down, you know, you're gonna see people beat the shit out of each other for 2 hours. Like surfing, you fucking might get skunked and it's 3-foot margies. Like, it's a never-ending hole of conversation.
I like my boy Al Cleland. I'm spending a lot of time with Al Cleland.
Yeah,
he's
I guess
hammer.
You look at Al, like,
and he's got personality, and he parties almost every single night before his heats on the CT. And it's just like,
dude, we were in Bells. Rusty did something in Bells, went to Bells, and we had some beers, and I saw Al. We went to another place, had beers, went to this party, and I fucking went to bed before him, and then he surfed a heat the next day and won the heat, and I think he ended up maybe getting 16 or quarters or so, whatever. And I was just like, I'm such a bitch, and he's just like winning heats. But not everyone can be like I wouldn't be like that. Like, you can't
but then play into your personalities on tour and have them
for sure
pick those out. Like it'd be sick if the WSL like showed more of Al partying because he's the man.
I feel like they're trying, like they're almost trying to take that from him and like hop on that now and like make it fucking
It sounds like we need Paul Fisher to come back and do fishtails at all the events.
Yeah, dude. But like for real, like that's when
sick.
I was a Grom. That's all I watched was Fisher go to those events and interview people. And like, I guess when you put out your YouTubes of you walking around interviewing people, like people love watching that, like interviewing the CT guys.
Those
it's like
pretty good.
Getting some rogue conversations going.
Yeah. And Zeke, you talk about making it a bit more exciting. You're no stranger to calling crew out. Have you ever had a bad run-in with any of the pros because of that? Or has it all been pretty good so far?
I feel like they all know that I'm just like taking the piss and I'm just like lighthearted, just having fun. I don't actually mean it.
Imagine taking this guy personally. Like, serious?
Yeah.
He talks that much shit.
Yeah. I can't really recall anybody like actually snapping. Oh, you know what? Some kid from like Tasmania or Shipsterns like called me out for some like YouTube short post that my buddy did, like claiming it was like me at Shipsterns, and some kid like
have you seen his go onto his YouTube shorts after this and look at what he posts and what he says. It's so right.
I got like headbutted by some kid at a party in Bali for that.
Because you say like this is this day or like this is me surfing the right or shippies or
I think they did a voiceover. There's a voiceover like ZEKE, like like a fake Aussie accent, like ZEKE, sick one, and it's like obviously an iPhone clip of someone that's not me. It's so funny. So I had to kind of tell my like I got full headbutted, snapped on, headbutted, and then in Bali at some party, and then the kid was like, he's like some Tasmanian core lord that like wasn't stoked on it, and I was like, I probably deserve it. Just hit me. And I don't even know his name, but the crew like Emma and Anna and them knew him.
Yeah, right.
From Oz, the Rusty crew, the girls. And I think the CT surfers, like, I've been pretty close with almost every single person on the CT. Like, had fun surfs with them, hung out with them. So I think they all know, like, I'm actually a good guy. I just like word vomit a lot of the time and just like take the piss out of everything to get views or like to stir things up.
Rage bait.
Yeah. I can't remember if anyone ever
gaslights everyone.
No, I mean the Sean Manners thing at Stab High was like only one where I feel like we were talking shit and then we had to be in person the next day.
Yeah.
Is there any others?
Good. Oh no, I just was wondering. Like, say you have we seen your antics at Stab High calling crew out, and we're like, oh, surely there's been something that.
While we're on the topic, if there are any World Tour surfers watching this and I said something that I don't remember, I'm sorry. Yago Dora, I'm sorry for everything I said on the webcast at Stab High. I was so hyped up on Red Bulls. I don't even know what was going on. I was like Red Bull drunk, dude. So hyped up on Red Bulls and adrenaline. I'm sorry for the shit I was talking. 2025 WSL World Champ Yago Dora, I'm sorry. I love you. You're like one of my favorite surfers. I'm sorry. All the other CT surfers have ever said anything that offended you. I apologize. I actually didn't mean it. I just like say dumb shit and it's a problem of mine.
The Red Bull thing's an issue. Like at our Sydney Prem, you had so many Red Bulls and he fucking vomited in the car on the way home.
Yeah.
Like it's serious. He gets Red Bull drunk.
Yeah.
Vomits in the car.
Like I'm like 8 years sober of alcohol and drugs now, but like the Red Bull caffeine health crisis is a serious deal that no one's talking about. It's a conspiracy. And everybody's fucking in on it. Those things are not good for you.
I don't think we're getting sponsored by Red Bull anytime soon now.
Yeah.
That's
Had a
fine.
deal in the works and Zeke just fucked it.
Like, it's all gone. Letty, I wanted to ask you, so you mentioned earlier Guy Wilman and Spencer Frost also has been listening to our episodes as well. You filmed him. Yeah. You filmed in Kamchatka for the for your video that you put out. This was amazing on all fronts. Where does that sit in the list of things you've done?
Very high, probably at the top for sure. That was very special trip. It's like obviously at the time when we landed, the Ukraine-Russia war broke out, so it made the trip extremely intense. But then to like turn around and meet everyone and get waves and explore that coastline was, it's very, very special. And we're working on another one. I reckon we'll be hitting the road maybe March or so. So we're looking forward to that. It's all kind of in the works right now. It's a big it's kind of been daunting on us because that the Corners of the Earth did really well. Like it was overwhelming. The tours and just like it was something kind of different, I guess. And so it was a bit daunting to like follow it up and be like, how are we gonna, but we've kind of just swallowed that and be like, okay, let's just do something. So we're actually planning something now, and so hopefully we'll be getting on a plane to somewhere very cold very soon.
So,
well, we actually hit Spencer up for some questions before this.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know you knew.
No. So he actually said, "Where's your next trip?" And then he put like a emoji next to it. So I don't know if that's permission to say it. If you want to say, you can, and I'll ask him. We can beep it if we need to.
I can't even. I'm not even going to say it. It'll be better if it's a surprise anyway.
Right. Good call.
But it'll be fucking cold. I assure you.
Definitely North Korea. It's North Korea.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just follow Russia with North Korea.
That's a good one. Probably Africa or some shit.
You've got to tell us about the jet ski incident.
The jet ski incident in Russia?
Yeah.
Dude, do you know about this?
No.
Such an idiot. We're doing whip-ins, and obviously you're like wearing 7mm mitts.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever worn 7mm mitts?
No.
It's crazy.
Never even won mitts.
And so you're like on the trigger and reverse, and then dude, I don't know. I was beaching it, and Funk guy was on the beach. I dropped Fraz off. Fraz was on the beach, and I wanted to get the jet ski down into the water. We had to like push it from like so far with this trailer. It was just a shit show. And so I was like, okay, I'll beach it like as high as I can. So I step on the gas like fully going Mach 10. And then obviously like I've beached to ski a lot. You let go, switch it off. And dude, as I hit the sand, my trigger like, because it's a mitt, so it's not, I'm kind of stretching my pointer finger off it just for the trigger, so it's like that. And I slip, fall on the trigger, dude, going like 100 up the beach, and Funk's over here, Fraz is here, I'm like holding on, I hit a bump, do this, go towards Funk, it's like off a fucking movie, Funk dives out of the way, like literally dives out of the way, and then I fly, do a fucking somersault 20 meters up the beach, like literally do a flip, and just like got so smoked on black ice. It was crazy. It was actually like, I would have fucking killed Funk, mate.
Was the ski fucked?
No, the ski was sweet. It was on like black ice.
Were you all right?
I was pretty rattled. I was super rattled. Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy.
God.
And just like slid on my foot, like did a somersault, like literally, and then slid on my forearms, and like the whole weddy came up and just like slid on black ice.
What about your board?
Well, we took all that off because I dropped them back, and then it was pretty fucked. I lived like so this close to like maybe breaking Funk's legs, not killing him, but breaking his legs. And just at that time, like how, Rush is scary, man. Like you don't want to be there with health insurance trying to do whatever.
So Finley just had to bail. He's got a doctor's appointment. He's got some weird thing, growth.
Is that the growth on his cock?
On his old fella. Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah, it's just some cream. I'm sure it'll be fixed up in 6 weeks' time. But you got something brewing in the pipe work. What do you got for the people?
Following up Revival, our last surf movie. Where have we done? We did West Oz again.
Yeah, we've already done a couple trips with the whole crew. We just signed a new athlete, Zoe McDougall, from the North Shore of Oahu. So we got to go to Western Australia with Zoe. And then
Ollie lives there, so he kind of shows us around.
Yeah, we got to hang on the Gold Coast with the crew, and then we got to go to Indo on a boat trip in the Mentawais with the Rusty crew. Small little ghetto boat trip. So don't get it twisted. We're not like Quicksilver or Billabong. It was a ghetto little sailboat boat trip. But already stacking clips for a new project that we're going to release in 2026.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 50-minute. The boys also did J-Bay. The idea came from places like where each of us wanted to go. Like, we're trying to do like a wave pool thing. I don't know if that's going to happen, but get Wado to J-Bay. Like, who doesn't want to watch Wade absolute smoking J-Bay?
Yeah.
And then, Ollie being from West Oz and us all going, and I wanted to do Indo, and I folded myself, so we wrapped that. But we're going to kind of push the movie back and go back to Indo. And
Zoe wanted us to go to Hawaii together as a team, film clips in her home. So I was going to make little sections in the movie that we released, but then before the movie, we're going to put out like B-sides and a B-side clip, which is going to be like a series on Rusty's YouTube, and maybe collaborate with Stab to basically have a cool little series of basically like banger clips. We have so much footage and a bunch of cool lifestyle clips and like maybe some hilarious comedic talking stuff. That'll be a web series. But basically, we're going to release another full-length film that's going to be like the best clips, the bangers of the bangers from the trips gone in late 2026. And then prior to that, we're going to release previews of each section in a series online because we have so much footage. Like, we're trying to be, I guess, picky about like the best clips that go in the movie. And
yeah, well, it's like just rather than holding on to everything and not doing anything with the footage, we thought we'd put out little team B-sides edits, which are just fun. And which is still, we watched it last night and it's still great.
Yeah, the clip from West Oz is psycho.
Like, and it comes from like Wade's world. Like, Wade would run his series on tour and that kind of thing. And we're like, let's do something like that with the whole team. So yeah, we'll have Indo coming out. West Oz will come out soon. And
J-Bay after that.
J-Bay and a couple others. And then, yeah, maybe a half-hour film but yeah, I got some work to do. Zeke's he's the workhorse, but yeah, it's exciting. It's cool. It's cool to just get like another green light to just sit on footage and like just be able to do that again. It's good.
It's cool to be able to make surf films. Like, shout out to Rusty for backing the team and sending us to cool places to make surf films and like promote the brand through like core surfing. I mean, dude, the team rips, bro. We got some like the best surfers in the world. I mean, I know Letty's all humble, but the guy surfs like a CT surfer, and Wado is a CT surfer. He could still be on tour like smoking guys.
Sure.
And Ollie's like one of the gnarliest slab chargers of all time. Zoe freaking shreds. She's like one of the best girl surfers in the world. Charges in Hawaii and was owning it when we were in Indo and West Oz. So it's pretty sick. And now to have Shane Borland on the team, the best like surf skater in the world right now, to have a surf and a skate part, and he rips, does big airs. It's like, we really do kind of cover all the bases, and I'm pretty fired up to show the world like this whole crew's best clips of 2025 and 2026. So it's going to be sick.
Have you watched much of Shane Borland, Zach?
Fair bit, yeah. He I know he just won that skate comp over there at Ula's, yeah?
Yeah.
He's packed a 20-footer at outside corner Ula's too.
Yeah, Zeke's been showing me some clip. Like, I know I've met Shane, but like I didn't know how good he surfed. And then like Zeke's been showing me clips, and he's so gnarly, man. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Letty's like a gnarly air guy in the ocean, and I'm like a gnarly air guy in the wave pools. I don't really do them in big sections in the ocean. Letty kind of holds that down.
Oh, shit.
Now, Letty does big punts in the ocean, but now Shano's giving us a run for our money. Like, Shano got some clips in Indo the last couple weeks that are going to blow minds, dude. The biggest punts like a short king has ever done. Guaranteed.
Sure.
So he's like a bit of a hybrid.
How tall is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's tapped. And he does insane turns and packs big pits. He charges way harder than me. I'm 5'7", and Shano's like at least 2 inches shorter than me.
Bullshit. He's not.
He's probably 5'5".
Hat.
He's probably 5'5" or 5'6".
Yeah.
I swear, he's shorter than me. He's shorter than me, dude. Trust me.
Rusty
we've
will
been
have to
side by
make
side
those
trying to
little
pull
like
chicks for the last
shoes with
1
the
hour.
heels.
Yeah, dude. With the steps in them, and
I got
let the lads get some height.
Do you want to go into these listener questions? We've got a couple juicy ones.
hit us with it.
So obviously on Instagram about 3 hours ago, we asked our audience, what do you want to know? We put a photo up of you two lads at the pool. First one is, we've kept the names out just in case they get in trouble. Does Zeke wear long board shorts to cover his huge schlong?
Ankle slappers.
Oh no, dude!
They're not big board shorts. He's just small.
Yeah, I'm actually compensating. Like I tell the girls, it's not that big. It's not even remotely big. It's not that long, and
But what's the saying?
and it's super skinny.
It's how you
use it. The motion in the ocean. But
bro, they're
that
just
is kinda
normal.
true.
They're normal size board shorts.
Rusty's making them a little longer. I'm just that short. They're extra
They're a
long
size
on me.
28, 18 inch.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah. 18-inch, and they look like 26.
I love the long boardies, dude. Josh Kerr in the early days of Rusty had the longest boardies. Another short king, by the way.
Yeah,
Sure.
Chris Ward used to have the longest boardies ever. Andy Irons, Aaron Gorkin, longest boardies. Shout out to the short king. I've been talking to Gorkin lately too. He's fired up. He said he wants to do a wave pool trip and Gorkin with me, and he wants to film a video, and he wants to bring his old board shorts. He thinks he has ones that are longer than mine. He said he wants to have a long off. So stay tuned for a long off between me and Gorkin.
You'll have to send us some pics of who wins.
Yeah. Who has the longer boardies and the smaller dick.
Just confirming it's the board shorts. We don't need any cock shots getting sent through.
Don't worry, my dick's tiny, dude. You wouldn't even see it.
For both of you, craziest partying experience.
Good one.
Dude, you go. You lead on this.
I don't even know.
You've been to jail, dog. Just
yeah. When I was a Grom, I feel like my crew would go to some pretty crazy house parties, and dude, just like Project X parties. Did you guys have Project X parties in Oz?
Not really.
When that movie came out?
We had that one lad, Corey Worthington. He kind of went pretty turbo.
Paulie, you know the guy, he wore the hood and the hat and the glasses, and he had long hair, and he'd throw the parties.
Oh, yeah.
On the news, do you?
Yeah, I do, actually. I've seen those videos on the news.
Where's he at?
Probably in jail.
Was he at the stab party?
It might have been, huh? Yeah, it'd probably be like one of those house parties when I was a kid where just like I was like partying with my homies, and like everyone was destructive, and like we were riding like dirt bikes on treadmills, and like riding motorcycles and bikes into pools, and just like doing crazy dumb shit as a 17-year-old kid. But I don't know, also like it's been fun, like even more recently, like traveling with some of my best friends and scoring insane waves in Indo, and then like going out and partying in Ulus with like my friends, like sober, and just like having a damn good time, listening to music, like owning the dance floor with like 3 or 4 of my sober homies, and just like all having fun, like chatting with chicks, like hot chicks, and just like, I don't know, after scoring sick waves, having a good night with your homies, like sober, and just like creating more memories. Like that's been pretty fun recently too.
It is crazy, like traveling from so young and like going to so many cool, like with the QS and like going to so many cool places and just being able to party. I mean, in Lacanau one year for the QE there, I was with Jacko Baker. What if Bakes told you this story, Zach? And we were in the club in Lacanau, and a fight broke out somewhere we don't even know, and they were just fucking pepper spraying everyone, tear gas, and Baker's freaking out. We're trying to find the door and can't see. And like, have you been tear gassed? It's so
in jail.
Intense, man. In jail, yeah. This wasn't in jail.
In a club, it would be gnarly in a party environment.
Crazy. And I remember Baker pouring Coca-Cola on his eyes, just going, I can't fucking see. No. And then we were so scared of getting bashed that we just like ran as fast as we could home. No. That was a good bake start, like just funny, just tear gas, like tiny little 18-year-old grommets just out of their depth in a French club at 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
Bro, that is nuts.
Poor Baker.
Yeah,
mud.
Yeah, little muddy.
Aussies go pretty hard. They got some good partying stories. There was some crazy
Barbados.
There was some crazy parties in the early QS days, like when in the 2010s on the QS. There was the sickest parties, and I feel like every surfer on the QE was going out and partying like every day of the week.
Did you party in Barbados?
Barbados had sick parties.
Barbados was
drive to the other side of the island and party with like the craziest crew of people. And Mexico contest in like Puerto and Cabo and Acapulco. You ever party in Acapulco?
No.
Dude, crazy sick parties. Yeah. The QS used to be pretty rogue.
2 nights to stand out, Lacanau and a night in Barbados were good.
That's pretty sick.
Let's bring it back, lads. Let's give them a call and say let's invite some. Let's get some after parties cooking.
Yeah. The U.S. Open always rages. And
we just need Fisher back.
Yeah,
just need Fisher back.
No, it's because the QS has a bunch of like parents taking their kids and like coaches taking their kids, so they wait till after.
It's a hustle, man. You got to respect. They're trying to fucking make the tour.
I respect the hustle. But yeah, we can talk about other crazy QS and party stories on the sequel podcast that we did.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually a question coming up. But next one was, Zeke, do you get a lot of hate online, and what's the worst example?
Fuck. I feel like I get a good amount of hate online, but on my Instagram DMs, I get like, dude, at least like 10 messages a day of people saying that they love my videos and like my story has helped them get sober or inspired them to like get healthier and chase their passions. And I get a lot of people that reach out and say like this recent video like really fired them up to get back into skating or riding dirt bikes, or like an interview I did really helped them overcome difficulties with like a family member passing away. Anything that I've been through, I'm like pretty open and vulnerable with like my audience about. And so the love and the support like overcomes all the hate. I feel like there'll be like maybe a couple keyboard warriors on Instagram with like a fake page that'll like comment some shit.
But what is the worst?
Dude, it's crazy that there's never anybody in person.
Nah.
That'll
we were at the boat ramp today, and that a council worker was setting up there's a marathon going on here on the weekend, and we're getting in the car after putting the ski on, and he just yells like OTC. And he's like, I thought you were in Bali. I just watched YouTube last night. What do you do? And it's like this 50-year-old council worker just getting a hard on physique. It's like, it's absolutely insane.
The YouTube audience is like a diehard fan base. And I mean, dude, whenever you're doing anything right or doing anything good or having any success, people are going to hate. So I would say the worst hate is like people commenting on like a post or something, maybe with like a brand that I'm working with, saying like, oh, midget fucking like, why would you support this punk midget who's balding or something like that? Like,
just really personal.
Yeah.
I
don't know. That's pretty much it. Like, I feel like there's just like comments online about like me being short or like a punk or like coming from like a rich like background growing up, or like the balding thing, but like my hair is thinning. Like, it's pretty much it. And it doesn't affect me. I knew the job was dangerous when I signed up for it, and I started being controversial and talking all that shit.
Yeah, I think on the first like 2 months of the podcast, we got like there was probably about 4 people listening, and one of them messaged us saying like the guy in the hat, which was me, is like a fat chubba or something. I was like,
it's too good, man.
Actually, sorry, a guy, I don't remember his name, started messaging me talking shit. He was commenting on posts, and I just replied back and was like, what's your deal, bro? I'm not like some punk bitch. I'll square up with you right now or something. And then he messaged me back like paragraph saying, pull up to Ventura Pier tomorrow, 9 a.m. And I'm like, I'm in Indo. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm like living my best life. I'm not going to pull up for your petty shit. And I wouldn't drive to you anyway. I'd make you meet me in my hometown. and then
I'm at a buffet in Indo.
Yeah. And then my buddy Skip was with me, and Skip's like, kind of fire this guy up a little more, like give him some more shit. So we're like talking shit back. I could probably find the messages, but it's hilarious, dude. Like, I was like just messing with this guy and saying the most hilarious comebacks of all time. So I get joy. I get pure happiness out of messing with people. I grew up watching the Jackass stuff and all the prank wars on TV. So I like pranking people. I like fucking with people.
It gets easier. We've had a few as well, and you just learn to take it like water off a duck's back, huh?
Exactly.
Question 4 was, when is the Ben and Zeke pod coming back?
Yeah, dog.
Dude, we're actually supposed to film one today, and we were surfing all day and kind of had a hectic, busy day. Yeah, we got a couple topics and a couple episodes that we're going to be filming the next couple days. So we're back. Ben's selling his house, and he's been super busy. A lot of cool opportunities coming for him, and he's been on a bunch of insane trips. I've been on a bunch of insane trips. That time zone difference has been ridiculous to connect. He goes to bed early, dude. You guys a responsible adult, like family man. I'm some kid who's just on the go every day surfing and partying. So it's been hard to connect, but I still talk to him like every day on text. So it's coming. It's coming soon, like in the next week or two, guaranteed.
Like it. Well, the next one was, what size board shorts does Zeke wear? Do we actually have like a size? Is it a 30, 32, 34? What are we feeling?
Are they talking length though, or are they talking like
32 waist? 32 waist. 32 waist.
Let's go with waist.
23 inch.
Is it 23 inch?
Nah, I don't know what they
6 inches thick, 8 years faithful, and I run an 8-minute mile. 6 inches.
Very good.
The boardies. I love how iconic, like, you're long, like,
It's
not that
sick,
they
huh?
are long, but.
Dude, Corey Lopez and Aaron Cormican were talking about them on this video that popped up. I'm like,
But
bro,
they're
those
not
are my
long,
heroes.
but like you're just small. You know what I mean? Like it's so funny.
No, they're long.
They're not long.
So
They go to my knees.
I started getting the size 34 waist that are long, and then I would just tailor them to fit me, even though I'm really like a size 30 or 32. And so they'd be extra long. And then
Nah, they're long.
some of these rusty boardies have been super long.
Yeah, they're
But
going.
also Letty's tall, so it just fits him normally. For me,
They're long.
they
They're
look
long.
extra long.
Fair. So our next one was, who gets more chicks, Letty or Zeke? Let's
Dude.
go across like the last decade.
Well, Letty has a girlfriend, but girls absolutely love him. Like, I put Letty on my Instagram story when he's in America, and like 15 different girls reply in like the first hour saying, "Oh my God, set me up. Like, what? Where's he at? Like, how come you've never introduced me to him?" Like, dude, like hot chicks too. Letty just doesn't,
Just answer your question.
because Letty doesn't care about girls. He's like too like Spiro. He's too.
I'm
he
too
cares-
Spiro.
Nah, Letty's like wants like a meaningful relationship, which he has now. So he'd like turn down girls in the past and like, sorry, he's taken, but let me help you out
My
here.
friend here, he's got twice the girth.
Nah, I don't know.
23 inches of board short.
Definitely Zeke. Zeke, yeah, definitely.
I'm just a talker. I don't know.
Yeah.
My friends say I'm the master opener, but I can't close for shit. That's what they say.
He's like
That's fair.
Vinny off Entourage. Vinny Chase.
Yeah. I like
Oh
it.
my
That's a good analogy there. This one's for Zeke or Letty. You could probably chime in as well. White monkey or single fin?
Ooh, white monkey.
Is
for
that a
sure.
setup? Are they like, is someone setting you up?
For sure.
Is
someone's
White Monkey
probably
setting you
up.
up?
White monkey parties, everybody gets laid, dude. Go to White Monkey Surf Shop, dude. They got a couple OTC shirts in White Monkey Surf Shop right now, too.
Yeah, fair. That's good. Why don't you fellas compete and free surf? We kind of went through it.
I think we're gonna. I'm convincing Letty to get back on the queue.
Sick.
Letty's gonna do a couple Kiwis next year.
I definitely like. I don't know. I just don't think I back myself hard enough. I literally think that's it. Like
Well, you got discouraged from like
I
losing.
think so. Well, no, I mean like when I got those few results, and then I went on the
Challenger
into the
Series.
primes.
Yep.
Well, at the
It
time,
was a prime.
and then I was just like such a small boy, and just got demoed by people like Wade. You know, like
Yeah.
at the time, like Wade was like double my size.
True.
And then I just went into the free surfing route of like really liking, like I watched a lot of skating, and I loved how they worked so hard for their parts, and in skating there's such an appreciation, you know, for videos.
Yeah.
and I think I got drawn to that. But I definitely like I want to compete. I did Burley earlier this year and got demoed in the second round, and I was like, okay, like this is not there yet, you know. But mate, I don't know. I'd like to do a few comps with Zeke if it aligns. But the priorities, I want to like doing the cold water trips and doing the movie of like I really like that. For me, the drive of like working towards something that you can show to people and hopefully inspire them to travel and chase what they want to do. I think that's like why I don't compete. But I get so inspired from competing. It's not that, but I just, yeah.
If Letty just buckled down and focused on heat strategy, I'd put $100,000 on the fact that he can make the tour for sure, dude. So I'm gonna make him do some QSs for sure. I do a couple QSs like WSL events here and there, but I just do the fun ones, and I usually go with like a crew of my friends that aren't serious and like fuck around and film YouTube videos and like mess with people and stay up late and then show up late for my heat and like mess
get banned
and
because
get in
you're
trouble.
doing a fucking transition from a soft top onto
I
the shorty.
think that was the last QS I did. I wrote
Even though you shut it down.
I wrote it. Yeah, I made like 6 heats. I made like quarterfinals in the QS. I just start in like round of 144, and then I was doing so good in my round 2 heat. I like 2 8s or 9s, and I ran in halfway through the heat and wrote a Ben Gravy soft top because he bet me that I wouldn't win a heat in his soft top. And then I made that heat. And then the next heat, I rode like an 8-0 soft top and board transferred to my short board in the beginning of the heat. Ended up making the heat. So I kind of just mess around. I don't have a heat strategy and I like to have fun. And I usually lose first round in QSs, but had a couple good results the last year or two in WSL events. So I'm actually flying to Cabo to Mexico in like 2 weeks for WSL QS in Mexico. And then might do a couple others if they're at good waves. I just want to have fun. I just want to go to fun locations and have fun with my friends and do what I love doing. I don't want to go to like a shitty spot and lose first round and be bummed on myself. So I want to go somewhere where I can have fun, get good waves, and then make a cool video out of it. Show people like the fun side of surfing. And so that's kind of why I want to go to QSs with Letty, like Cloud9 and Neos next year. Huge
Let's
goals.
do it. Let's do it, lads. Let's all jump on. Let's get
go,
the
Zach.
latest and go do it.
Man.
Let's do
Let's
it.
bring Fisher.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Fuck, you should.
I'll do it if Fisher does it after he pays for my hair transplant.
I need some hair, bro.
I heard that hair transplant wasn't even in Turkey; it was in Oz.
It
So
was
you don't have to go
dude.
too far.
You see the guy talk. He commented on the gram. Someone's like, "Who did this?" And he's like, "That was me." And bro, I looked it up. I think it's like 26 man here.
Really? Wait, do you know the guy's Instagram? I did it.
No, you'd have to go on Fisher's and like go back. But
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna hit him up while I'm here.
Shit.
Sick. A pretty deep one for you is to finish off on for both of you. You can go one by one. If you could give yourself, your 15-year-old self, a piece of advice, what would it be?
Holy shit.
Hit you in the souls.
I would say if I were to give 15-year-old me advice, I would say back yourself, chase your dreams, and like write down goals. Write down like crazy dreams that you never would ever imagine yourself accomplishing, and cool things that you want to achieve, and cool places you want to go, and memories that you want to create, like things that you could never even believe would come true. Write them down and chase your dreams. Like never give up, and just back yourself like to the moon. Because I truly never thought I'd be where I'm at right now at 29 years old, and I'm so grateful for every bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's being like this hamstring injuries obviously fucking had some moments, and a lot of them have been like 29 and looking back, and I've had a few injuries, and every one I'm like excited to come back, and it's been like, oh, and then this one I'm like, whoa, it's like I feel a little older, even though like, dude, 29, like people are fighting for titles in the UFC at 34. Like,
yeah,
we're spring chickens, but it's kind of just where I was maybe at 24 and my life now. And I think it's like, it's enjoy every step and every moment. Because looking back at everything, it kind of leads you. Well, it does lead you to where you are. So I think, yeah, enjoy every moment and take in the good and the bad. And you never know when something bad kind of happens to you, you don't know where that's going to take you in the future. You know, it's that classic saying. Who says it on
I back it.
Do you know that quote of like the farmer with the son? Dude, how the son breaks his leg and people are saying, "Oh, how unlucky, how bad," and then he says, it you know, it just is, and then the people come round to get him for the army
to go to war,
and they say, "Oh, how lucky," and he says, "Oh, maybe, you know, it is what it is." And I think that
I can't call it
recently. Just dealing with this hamstring is something that's helped me kind of keep moving forward, and you don't know where life's going to take you. So just take it for what it is in front of you.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
I back that. If the more like present you are and the more grateful for every bit of it you are, like the more in acceptance you are, just the easier life's going to be.
Was that deep enough? Fucking crying over here, man.
About to tear up over here.
Yeah, Zach. Just keep doing shit, Zach. Don't ever regret anything, you know? Just take action and just keep fucking doing shit. You better be at NEOS next year, Zach. That's all I got to say.
Drink a Red Bull, dog. Drink a Red Bull.
Drink a fucking Red Bull right now and go fire it up, dude.
Let's do it. I've been flirting the idea of NEOS for like 2 years, so maybe we all just fucking big reunion.
Zach's backhand's fucking lethal, dog.
Dude, yeah, actually. I have.
Pretty rusty. As in, not the rusty as in you guys, like the bad version of rust.
Trying to get on the team or what, Zach?
Sick, lads. Thanks for catching up. That went over time, so thanks for sticking around.
What's the time?
I'm sure everyone's going to love it.
No worries.
But, hopefully that was good.
Some nuggets in there, so thank you very much, and we'll have to catch up about this NEAS problem that we have to solve, eh?
Do it, bro. The boys on the QS.
Year from now, the boys are all in NEAS.
Stay tuned,
Fuck
bro.
and
hell yeah.
Sick, boys. Enjoy the rest of your Arvo.
Thanks for having us, dude. Thanks for having us.
Boys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, boys. OTC.
Anytime. See you, boys.